In this video I'm showing how I installed a retractable hanger for our EV charger in our garage. If you look on Amazon, there are packaged solutions such as this one. Purchasing this product was my first attempt at solving this problem, but I didn't like it for a few reasons. The main reason for not liking it is the price. It is kind of expensive for what you get, and I also have an operational reason for not liking it that I'll show as well. The billionaire worship is a little bizarre. Then again, it's kind of strange when any man worships another man. But I am a hypocrite on this. I'm from Tampa and he looked good in a Bucks jersey, so fight me in the comments. Alright, so try as I did to love this charging kit from Amazon, I just couldn't get there. And you're looking at the main reason right here. It puts constant tension on the charging cable. Maybe I'm overthinking this, it's possible, but I feel like there's a chance that the people who designed the charging cable, the handle, and the charge port on the car didn't do it with this use case in mind. Now in all fairness, this reel does have a knob on the back that you can turn to lighten or increase the tension, but in my case I just couldn't find a setting I was comfortable with, and it was always putting constant tension on the charge cable. So I made my own, and it was cheaper anyways. The main component are these hanger pulleys that I got off of Amazon. It was 20 bucks for a 3-pack. I only needed one, but Amazon is weird with small quantities, so I guess I have a few spares. They were marketed as hangers for plants, but they were fine for this purpose. And what I love about these is that they ratchet as you pull the cord out, so there's not constant tension on it. And I also got these small carabiner clips because I didn't like the open-ended hooks that came on the pulleys. To begin, I backed out these 4 small screws that hold the pulley together. Then I removed the larger screw at the top as well so that the 2 halves of the pulley could come apart. I removed the hook and swapped it out with one of the small carabiner clips. Then I put all 5 of the screws back in where I found them. There's a good chance I'm paranoid and all this extra work is just overkill, but it took me until my mid-30s to finally get a new car, so I really don't want something going through the windshield. So carabiner clip, nice and secure. Next I made a trip to the orange store and bought some of these screw eyes. I picked a drill bit that would leave enough wood for the threads to grab onto. Then I used a stud finder to locate one of the ceiling joists. I drilled a pilot hole through the drywall and into the joist. I tightened the screw eye into the hole that I drilled, and then snapped the pulley into place. Alright, so next component here, I got these rubber cable clamps off of Amazon. It's definitely way more than I needed, but it was fairly cheap and I didn't know what size to order, so I just got this kit. I took the EV charger cable and tried on a couple different size clamps. The 3/8 and 1/2 inch clamps were right about the size that I needed, so I decided to use these. For the pulley I used one of the 3/8 clamps, and the reason being was that this clamp was going to need to fit snugly around the cable without closing all the way. I used a spare nut and bolt that I had laying around the garage to tighten the clamp and the clip from the pulley together. And here you can see the first glimpses of the vision taking place. Alright, so we're most of the way there. I took my stud finder and I went along the ceiling and found the rest of the joists. I used the 1/2 inch clips here since they didn't really need to squeeze the cable that tightly. And I just used my impact to put a screw through the hole in the clamp into the ceiling joist to hold the cable into place. I didn't tighten the screws all the way down just yet so that it would make it easier to adjust the cable if I needed more slack at one end or the other. And I just repeated these steps until I had the cable over to the side of the garage where the receptacle is. I did need to put one screw into a block wall. For that, I like to use this triple grip kit from Home Depot. I like this kit because it comes with the masonry bits that are the right size as well as the screws and anchors. Using a hammer drill here is recommended if you have one. I lined the cable up with where I wanted the next clamp to go, and then I drilled a hole into the block. I tapped one of the anchors into place, and then put a screw through the clamp to hold everything there. When I pulled the slack for the cable over, I realized there would be a really large loop here. I have enough things hanging in my garage already to whack me in the face, so I added another clamp here. Before tightening everything down, I pulled the prologue into the garage to test to see if I had enough cable length. It probably would have worked, but I wanted a little bit more slack just in case we pulled the car farther over. So I backed it out and pulled a little bit more cable over to the pulley side, and then tested one more time to make sure there was enough slack. Then I went back with my impact and tightened all of the screws down just to button everything up. I plugged the charger into the receptacle and then pulled the prologue back into the garage. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I'll leave links down below in the description for all the stuff I used on this project. I hope this gives you some ideas of where to start if you're looking to do something similar. Hit the like button if this helped you out, and thanks for watching.